Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to take you guys through the new Humble Choice, which I have seen so many divisive reactions to. Some people think it's really good, other people think it's absolutely trash. I think it's a pretty good bundle. The top game is a sports title, so, if you're not into the yearly slop, that is sports games. But, the wrestling games, I feel like people do enjoy them from the standpoint of, having a Hell in a Cell match or doing some crazy ladder matches is always a good time. Like, you don't have to be super into wrestling, I feel like, to enjoy the wrestling games, but it's still a yearly slop sports title, so take it for what you will. But we'll go through the rest of the bundle. I do think it's decent overall. I do also want to give you guys a heads up on a last chance for one other bundle that's absolutely awesome, and then another bundle, the Capcom Bundle, that I still think is quite good. Those are both running. We'll get to that in a little bit. But Humble Choice this month is headlined by WWE 2K25, which from a value standpoint, given that that game does go for like $30 on sale, or even more than that, I do think from a value standpoint, it's good. The reality is with a sports game, like, this is the point in time where a sports game really loses a lot of value, and they're getting ready to release another sports game. I want to say, or the next year's sports title. I believe the WWE games come out every March, so this is like the 6-month mark of it being out. The sales have waned at this point. They got the DLC out there, so they want you to get the base game, and then they'll get you with the DLC. Now, if you get this bundle, the key does last until October 7th, 2026, so you'll have a year to redeem it, and obviously, once you redeem it, it's in your library forever. 2K25, as the wrestling games go, it's, like, fine. The single player is total comedy. Like, I think the single player games, the wrestling games are, like, totally hilarious. The dialogue is, like, absolutely atrocious. But, the gameplay is enjoyable. The gameplay is enjoyable, and if you go to, like, the community creation section, there's a lot of wild creations that people make, like, you got Spider-Man in there, like, all the superheroes people create. But what I hate about these games is the fact that you boot up the game and they're so desperate. Like, every single sports game, from what I know, is desperate into getting you into, like, the Ultimate Team card game gimmick, because we all know they make money hand over fist with the microtransactions in that component of the game. You literally boot this game up, and I'm pretty sure this is the case for the majority of sports games, and you get this pop-up being like, oh, we got the Ultimate Team updates, we got the, it's like the card game or whatever, and you get booster packs, and obviously they're getting people to chase after the dopamine rush and spend a lot of money. It's just awful. I think it's such a slimy business practice that all of these games have implemented, and you're talking about a game that kids are playing as well, and you get them down that rabbit hole. It's just not good, man. That is not good. And the thing that's crazy about, I can speak on it with WWE, this game, if you just click, like, the go to the ultimate, I forget what it's called, but go to the Ultimate Team section, you have to go through this tutorial section, and they give you a free pack just so you can get a taste of the dopamine rush. It is so schemy what they do with these games, and I just hate it. That's the component of these sports games that I hate more than anything. It's that this card game gimmick is just baked into it. It's just like, bro, let me just play the game. I get it. You gotta make your money off the microtransactions, but man, like, keep it to the side. And I get it. If they keep it to the side, people aren't gonna be aware about it. You can't get that first dopamine rush from kids that are playing the game, and it's just, man, I don't like it whatsoever. And again, I can go on a rant about it, but I'm going on a rant about it right now. The fundamentals of the game itself as a wrestling game, like, it's a fine game. Here Comes the Pain is still goated as far as all-time great wrestling games, but I think 2K25 is fun. But yeah, I hate that Ultimate Team nonsense. Destiny 2, the Legacy Collection. Now, this does include Final Shape. It includes all the DLC outside of the new one that just came out. But Final Shape, people thought really highly of. That Legacy Collection goes for a pretty hefty penny, but Destiny 2 these days is fairly cooked from what I hear. I got buddies that are super into Destiny. They've been around and into it for like a decade at this point, and even going back to the release of Destiny 2, it would have been like 8 years ago, but yeah, from what I hear, people absolutely hate Destiny. People just want Destiny 3, but, Bungie's gotta sink a lot of money into Marathon, and I don't know how good that's gonna turn out. We'll see how all of that shakes out, but, yeah, Destiny 2 Legacy Collection is available in this bundle. The Plucky Squire, which low-key is the best game in this entire bundle, like, WWE yearly sports slop title for a lot of people. Destiny 2 people hate. Plucky Squire is, like, a solid game, and it just came out fairly recently, Very, very charming game as well. $29.99, and it still goes for a hefty price point, so I think that's a great addition. I would honestly say Plucky Squire is a solid addition there. Spellforce Conquest of Io, you've got Return to Monkey Island, Eastern Exorcist, which has a gorgeous visual style as well, Warhammer 40k Speed Freaks, which that's a recent release as well. So that's your bundle. Definitely a bit of a fall off from the recent bundles. I mean, Persona 5 Royal was in the last bundle, and obviously I still remember vividly the Yakuza Like a Dragon and Hi-Fi Rush bundle. That was probably my favorite bundle of all time. And, you know, I own these games, so it's like I'm talking about it from the lens of playing the games, not necessarily how valuable they were to me personally. But if you have interest in WWE, I feel like this bundle's pretty good. How many people have interest in a WWE game from 6 months ago? I don't know. Maybe not a lot of you, but, you know, Destiny 2 Legacy Collection, the Plucky Squire, I thought I would mention that. Now, next up, this bundle is absolutely insane, and it is coming to an end. You've got the WB Play the Legends bundle. $12 gets you Gotham Knights, Back for Blood, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate Edition, Fear Ultimate Shooter Edition, Middle-earth Shadow of War Definitive Edition, Batman Arkham Knight Premium Edition, Injustice 2, Batman Arkham Origins, Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, Watchmen The End is Nigh Part 1 and 2, Mad Max, Mortal Kombat XL, Batman Arkham Asylum and City, and Injustice Gods Among Us. All of that for $12 is nuts. Now, the reality is a lot of you guys already own pieces of this bundle. You might have this game, you might have that game, but you get keys for all of those games so you can do what you want with them. And if you do want to get a lesser tier, there is the $7 tier, but I would just pay the extra $5. If you don't pay the $5, you're eliminating a lot of quality stuff. Like Arkham Knight isn't in the $7 tier, Shadow of War isn't in the $7 tier, Fear isn't, MK11 isn't, Back for Blood isn't, and then Gotham Knights isn't either. Yeah, and Batman, no, you should pay the extra $5. You don't get Batman Arkham Origins, Shadow of Mordor, Injustice 2, yeah, no. Pay the $12, you got so much good stuff here. That's the route you should go. Unless you own everything from the $12 tier. The $7 tier, I just feel like there's not a ton of value, or not as much value, of course. Like Suicide Squad, who cares about that? But yeah, there you go with that. And then you do have the Capcom Duo of Justice bundle, the Ace Attorney and Mega Man bundle, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection Volume 1 and 2, which bear in mind, those two together go for $30, so that covers a large portion of the $35 Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2, X Legacy Collection 1 and 2, and Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. This bundle is interesting because I think the $5 tier is actually great with Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, Mega Man X Legacy Collection, and Mega Man Legacy Collection, given that Phoenix Wright alone goes for like $10 on sale, so that is an option as well. But that is going to do it for me. Again, a lot of great bundles available right now. I'm sure that Humble Choice is going to be a little bit divisive. I think all things considered, it's a decent bundle, but it comes down to, do you have interest in yearly slop wrestling game? You know, that 6 months from now, they're going to release another one, and they have a lot of DLC out. Look, it's a fun time, but, you know, that's going to vary person to person. I think the majority of you are going to be like, okay, WWE, don't care about that yearly slop sports title. Destiny 2 is cooked, and then you look at the rest of the bundle from that vantage point, I can totally see why people think the bundle is trash. But that'll do it for me. Again, your thoughts down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.